What's up, everybody? Channel Pup here with a bit of DC Extended Universe news, mainly pertaining to the Batgirl movie. We've got our first look set photos of Michael Keaton in the Batsuit for the Batgirl movie. And considering we didn't get any of these for The Flash, this is quite a big deal. And just a reminder, these videos are made possible by my supporters on this platform, so if you do want to support me, be sure to hit that big, beautiful subscribe button. And be sure to check out the Patreon link in the description below. So obviously we know that Michael Keaton's Batman is coming back for the Flash solo movie coming later this year. And it appeared that we had confirmation through the Batgirl casting list that Michael Keaton would continue to be the Batman of the DC Extended Universe. And we also saw through Batgirl set photos, we saw pictures of a Batman and Robin mural, with a few folks wondering if Batman would be getting a different suit for the Batgirl movie, and if maybe this mural would be anything to go by. It was a pretty safe bet, judging on a tease photo from Andy Muschietti, that Batman would be reprising his Batman Returns costume for the upcoming Flash movie. But as for the Batgirl movie, it was totally a mystery. But now, thanks to some candid set photos, we now have a little look at Michael Keaton's Batman. For starters, I am relieved to see that he's wearing the Batsuit, because I thought like it would be after the Flash movie, Batman would retire and Batgirl would take his place. Maybe that's still something they might do in like the latter half or like the final act of this one. I hope not, because I still think, you know, Batgirl doesn't replace Batman, just as Batman doesn't replace Batgirl. They are two different characters. But okay, we've also got a look at the Batsuit as well here, and it's hard to tell too much because it's very much in the distance and it's quite blurry and grainy, but it does appear to be the Batman Returns suit once again. And I'm happy with that personally. I think the Batman Returns suit is a fantastic suit. Pretty timeless, you know, it's aged really well. And it's kind of got that Neil Adams look to it, which, you know, I've always kind of thought like Neil Adams was the definitive Batman artist. The thing that I think would make this the perfect Batsuit would be if they actually dared to put it in dark grey and dark blue. And you know, if you want a Batman for the core DC universe, it would make sense to give him that grey and blue color scheme at long last. I will say this, I think I'm warming up to the idea of Michael Keaton returning as Batman. Because like, if he's going to have quite a decent role in other people's films, it's okay that we've got, you know, the Robert Pattinson Batman for the much more meaty type of role. I guess I'm warming up to it. Like, I would still prefer if we'd stuck with the original plan with Ben Affleck, or at least recast the Ben Affleck Batman to still be the same Batman but a different actor. But okay, all I kind of ask here is that when we do see the Justice League get together, I do want to see Batman in on the action. Again, Batgirl should not replace Batman. At least not yet. Also, you gotta have Superman in there. Whether it's Henry Cavill or someone else, the DC universe needs Superman. But yeah, it's safe to say I am warming up to things a little bit.
You done my fault, how you fucking make me, my grown man. You sent me a message first, yeah? I live in Smethwick, Birmingham, if you want to fucking brawl.
Also, there was that brief preview of the DC Extended Universe in 2022, where we got looks at the Batman, but stuff we've pretty much seen before, the Black Adam movie, the Flash, and Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. And while I'm still not completely sold on this new DC Extended Universe slate going forward, I will say this, it does look exciting. Again, the Batman, nothing I haven't really seen before in this little tease. Like, it's the scene stealer of the bunch. Like, it looks like by far the best film of the bunch, and is easily the one I'm the most excited for. I know that there's going to be a lot of people that are more comic booky people than I am saying, oh, you're part of the problem. You're part of the reason why we only ever get Batman movies and we don't get anyone else. But it is like, you know, Batman is a cultural icon, more so than he is just a comic book character. But also, my god, the standard of this film from the looks of things, just, it looks too good to pass up, you know? Previously, I didn't really care about Black Adam, and that first tease that we had at Fandom, looked alright, but it didn't do much for me overall. What we see over here gets me a bit more excited, also knowing that the Justice Society are going to be in there. And we're getting our first looks at Hawkman, who looks fantastic, Atom Smasher, again, he looks great, and Dr. Fate, who, where are his eyes? But other than that, yeah, looks great. So I must say I'm pretty excited. That looks like it's going to go big on the action. Yeah, okay, fine. Count me in for Black Adam. 1 ticket for Black Adam, please. The only thing that could make this better now is if Superman was in there, particularly the Henry Cavill one. It's not too late, Warner Brothers. Really, it's not too late. Maybe they'll surprise us. We don't really get much new footage from The Flash either, aside from just this one shot where we get probably the best look at, like, his helmet yet. And it does look better than some of the previous looks we've gotten, but it still doesn't look very good to me. This looks like a shot out of a fucking Robert Rodriguez movie. I don't like that the cowl is so plasticky, and I especially don't like that the rest of the costume has the texture of a nutsack. I think Warner Brothers really needs to release a proper look at this Flash costume now, because from everything we've seen previously, I'm not at all impressed with it, and the stupid fake-looking rubber muscles that he has on his chest. Speaking of stupid fake-looking rubber muscles, we also get a little look at Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Not much, but we get a look at Aquaman's new suit, which, again, looks ridiculous. The colors are nice and tasteful, but again, Warner Brothers, fake-looking rubber muscles, leave it in the 90s. Marvel doesn't do that, and for a good reason, it just looks fake and stupid. Why would someone as bulky as Aquaman feel the need to have fake muscles on his costume when he's already got the real ones? I must also admit I'm surprised to not see any of Batgirl in this little preview, considering that's also coming out in 2022. It might be that they don't have the footage, or the footage isn't ready for that yet, but still, I think there'd be just like a little something in there. I get the feeling that might get pushed back. After all, it's set to release this year, and they're still doing the principal photography. Look, listen, I'm a big Snyder fan, I'm a huge Restore the Snyderverse bloke and everything, but I'd be lying if I said that this didn't look exciting. Like, not as excited for this as I would be for if we had something a bit more League-centric, something with Superman in there, but, like, you know, it's kind of too late for that. Like, again, I still think, you know, some recasting could have gone a long way, but okay. Personally, if it were up to me, I think you'd kind of recast the whole League. I mean, I guess maybe other than Jason Momoa. He doesn't seem to have done anything problematic, but, you know, definitely get rid of Amber Heard. Ezra Miller can go. Fucking Gal Gadot has some pretty reprehensible views. But, like, okay, separating some art from the artist there, this all looks pretty solid. And I have been impressed with, like, some of the output that DC's had lately. I think, like, the peak of my, like, we need Snyder back feelings was, like, when we had only kind of Wonder Woman 1984 to compare, like, Zack Snyder's Justice League to. Because Wonder Woman 1984 kind of stood out to me as, like, an example of, like, what the post-Snyder DC Extended Universe could be, and that film is a fucking turd. But then we had James Gunn's The Suicide Squad and the Peacemaker series, and I've been very impressed with those. So, you know, I'm gonna keep an open mind. This isn't ideal, but I'd be lying if I said it wasn't at least slightly exciting. Black Adam's definitely taken me by surprise. I was not expecting to kind of be as excited for that as I am. I'm a basic bitch, okay? Like, fucking Black Adam and the Justice Society aren't really so much my forte as, like, those core Justice League members. Also, can we just quickly talk about the whole DC Comics planning on killing off the Justice League and replacing them with the new bunch? Like, you can have new superheroes without them replacing the old legacy ones. I'm still scratching my head as to how, you know, comic book companies don't really get this. I don't really have any kind of problem with, like, progressive comic books or progressive comic book characters, because it does appear that, yes, this is a very progressive lineup now for the Justice League. Definitely going down the route of having more representation in the core lineup of less represented people. Demographics, rather. But again, to do that, you don't need to force out the old batch. It's temporary. Like, let's put it that way. We're still... This isn't the last we've seen of, like, the Bruce Wayne Batman and the Clark Kent Superman. Like, let's put it that way. So I really got no strong feelings either way. But yeah, the future of DC is not ideal, but, you know, the problem isn't what we are getting, the problem is what we're not getting, you know? I feel like if, you know, they wanted to shut me up entirely, they could just announce a world's finest film. I don't care who plays Batman and Superman. It could be Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck, sure, I'd love that. It could be Robert Pattinson and Tyler Hoechlin, you know? Like, but again, you know, it could be someone completely new. I just want to see Batman and Superman together. They belong together, like brothers, you know? That's kind of just what I want to see. But yeah, no, that would be enough to shut me up. DC, everybody. It's a complicated thing. So what do you guys think? If you enjoyed this video and you want to support more like it, be sure to hit that big, beautiful subscribe button. And of course, in the description below are links to different social media feeds, including the Patreon. If you're feeling extra generous, like the following people, who are JK Strife, Marcus Ward, Sirius the Skeptic, Biotin Arts, Mr. SP, David 20 Covers, Sergio, John Comey, Shodin, George is Lost, Legendary Ray Ray, Cheesemaster769, Adam Myers, and Fayalan Schwarzentraub. Thank you guys, you are the best of the best, but as for the rest of you, thank you so much for watching, guys, and have a great day.